let's start the vlog by asking you guys a question. GTR or Supra? Let's get a good look at them. GTR or Supra? I think these are actually the same year. You got a 95 Skyline GTR and then you got the Supra over here. So looks wise, I'm a little biased. I'm looking at that. What up guys, welcome back to the vlog. Today is a good day. We're starting on the Supra, so you guys are gonna watch this project unfold over the next week here, fully working on it all the way through. And there's some challenges, so let's just talk about them right off the bat. You got the mirrors still wrapped, you still have vinyl in the edges there, door handles are still wrapped. No big deal, it's gonna take a little bit of time to get it all cleaned up, but Anthony's gonna start on the project, so he's gonna walk you through disassembly on the Supra. And let's say this real quick, I wanna talk about this, because a lot of you guys ask, how do you guys learn how to take apart cars? We just do it by doing it. Where do you find the information on how you take apart this car, or that car, or that car? You don't. I mean, you can go to Google, but when you work on vehicles, you'll quickly realize that cars are built to be taken apart for the most part, and it's very, I wouldn't say easy, because I don't want to discredit what they're doing, but if you just pay attention to what you're doing, you really look and you don't start yanking on things, you can make it happen. And that's my recommendation to you guys. If you want to start taking apart a car and you want to learn how to take apart a Supra, get in there and start taking it apart, but go into it knowing that you have to be patient, you have to do everything safely, you don't want to break anything, and that's what Anthony's gonna do.
Like Dan said, we got a really cool ass car here today. It's a Toyota Supra, 95, I think it's a Mark IV, right? Yeah, it's a Mark IV. We're gonna jump right into it. We're gonna start disassembling one side of the car. I'm gonna be starting off with the side skirts. We're gonna move on to doors, getting the door handles off, and then the mirrors. Underneath the side skirt, we're looking at a bunch of 10mm bolts that hold the actual side skirts on. Actually, in this case, it's not an actual side skirt because I don't even know what to call this. Do you know what to call this?
It's almost like it comes all the way into the body panel.
It's weird because it's just this piece alone right here that comes off the car. So.
Oh, it separates there.
Yeah,
I just realized that
there's
it's
a
right
line
there.
right here, and that's actually part of the car itself, so it doesn't come off.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna start off with this piece right here. Like I said, a bunch of 10mm bolts all the way across. We're gonna start off by jacking up the car so it has some clearance, so we can get those bolts out. Now that we got the side skirt thing off, the reason why we took that off is because this is a white car, so we need a little more tuggage right here and along right here. Makes it easier for the wrap guys to wrap under there. We want to make sure that we clean all of this out as well. There's a bunch of dirt and grime and whatnot. So now it's the door. We're going to remove the door handle, this trim right here, and the mirror. On this door, there's going to be a bunch of bolts.
A bunch of bolts?
There's going to be a bunch of bolts all over this door. Remove this door, we're looking at a bunch of bolts. You got 3 right here. Got 4 along the bottom. 1 right here where your handrest is, and 1 right here where the door handle is. Also, there's gonna be 1 more clip on the side right here. So I'm gonna be removing all that just to get to the inside of the door, so I can remove the mirrors and the door handle. So to remove this clip right here, it's not your average clip, it's a weird one. So basically right here, you're gonna wanna push right here at the center of the clip, push it in, and it just releases the clip itself. From there, you wanna pry it out gently. You don't wanna scratch up the plastic, but you just push it in and then pull out.
Oh, damn, that came out really easy.
Yeah, it's a push and pull method. I call it the push and pull method.
I like that clip. I wish all
so
clips
we
were like
actually
that.
have 1 more right here. Like I said, you're gonna wanna push at the center of it, and that's it. Then you're gonna pry it out like that. You wanna make sure you put each and every bolt exactly where it goes, because on this door there's actually 3 different styles of screws on here. So we're gonna attack this one right here. There's our first one right there. Next up is this door handle one. Easy. On the side right here, normally they all come with these little caps that look exactly like this, but it looks like this door has been worked on before. So there's no caps on these one over here. So we're just gonna remove this cap right here. So here's the cap that was covering that bolt. Next up, we got 3 bolts right here. 3 screws, I mean. 1, there's 2, there's 3. Moving along, we're gonna go on the bottom side of the door. Tug on it. Push upwards. We're gonna push upwards so it unlatches from the top side. There's that. Next up, for some reason this clip's not in there. I don't actually know what it's for, but we're just gonna leave it as is. There's 1 clip. So this last clip, it's a little difficult for me to get with my hands, so I'm gonna use a pick tool to press on the tab, and it'll just release. Just like that. And there you have it. There's the door panel. Very simple to do. On these cars, I noticed that they're a lot easier to do than the normal car because usually they have strong clips and whatnot, so you have to actually pry the door off. But in this sense, this car's a lot older. The clips are older as well, so it just pops right off.
So it's weaker, but it's stronger because it's a Supra. No? No? Yes? No?
Doesn't the door panel have forged internals?
This whole thing has forged internals.
The door panel is actually held on by gears from the Japanese dogs.
Oh, Jesus.
So now that we have the door panel off, we're going to be trying to remove the mirror right here. There's a few things in the way, or should I say a couple things that's in the way. So I'm going to remove this speaker holder right here, which is a bunch of screws. So we have this cover right here. What you're gonna do is just go ahead and pull that off. It's just glued on basically, so it comes off just like that. And next up is 2 10mm bolts that hold this mirror on. You're gonna go from underneath and go upwards and unbolt it from there. So like I said, this is the mirror right here, and the bolts are right here. Oh, it's adjusting to the light. And the bolts are gonna be right here and right there. We're gonna remove those 2 and the mirror comes right off. I find it easy to remove the mirror because it has a harness, and so the best way of removing that is to do it inside the car. This is a clip right here. You want to press and pull down just like that. So now we're putting back the door harnesses in because we need the mirror to go up to reach the bolts that's on the back side of the handle. Now that the window's up, I can't really show you guys right now because this door is in the way and we have to look through this hole to see the bolt. But basically, there's gonna be one right here. You can see my finger. There's gonna be a bolt right here, and on the other side there's gonna be one as well. But it basically just looks like this gold one right here. So the last thing to do on this door handle is try to reach this little clip right here. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. I'm gonna try to tackle this right here. It's a clip, and all you have to do is press on the top side and the bottom side of it to release it out of its position. So like I said, top and bottom side clips, you pinch it and it comes right out. But the thing is, you want to be careful. You don't want to break it because it is a crucial part of the door handle assembly itself. Without that piece, you won't be able to actually open your door from the outside anymore. So like I said, be super careful with that. So this is the driver's side door handle right here. So like I mentioned, inside that little area right there, the clip is going to sit. We're gonna imagine this is a clip. It sits like that in the door handle, and on the top and bottom side, there's gonna be little tabs that you pinch, and then it comes right out.
So, what kind of tool do you use to take this trim off?
Angle grinder. So, last thing on this door right here is to remove this trim, this black trim right here. Start off, we're going to be removing a bunch of clips that's right here. These can be a little tricky sometimes. You just gotta work with it. I like to reach behind it and pull it from there. Makes it easier on me. And then there's a bunch right here. And one more right here. You can actually just pull this one off. Just like that. And once you have that removed, there's going to be a Phillips head right here. And then one back there. Same process at the front. You just remove the little trims right here. And then the bolt will be exposed. Alright, we got the first one off cleanly. Now we're gonna go for this second one that's back here. One thing to note when you're taking the trim off this door is that once it's off, the glass itself will be vibrating, and you just want to make sure that you don't want to slam this door. If you slam it, you can possibly break the window itself. Alright, looking at Taillight, it's fairly simple. Literally, it's only 2 bolts that hold it on, so we're going to go ahead and take that off right now. First one, and then one's right here. Then that way you have the Taillight out. What you want to do is go from underneath the Taillight, and you can twist out each and every bolt. Each and every bolt. There's going to be 4. Counterclockwise. Just pull it out. Just like that. And that's how you remove the Taillight. Alright guys, so after you get those tails off and then you get these clips up top, what you want to do is grab a 10mm socket and you're going to remove this bolt that's right here in the corner of the bumper. It's going to be right there. And once you get that out, down here, there should be another bolt that's right here at the bottom corner. Alright guys, so I have all the bolts laid out. These are the 2 corner bolts that sit next to the taillights. If you want to focus. These are the corner ones that sit at the bottom of the bumper. And these are the clips that sit along the top. All you need is a 10mm socket, a flat head, and a Phillips head. Here's the third brake light right here. We already took it out because we can't really film it once it's in there. But basically, this is what it looks like on the inside. Put a 10mm socket. It's got to be extended because this whole threading is really long. Pop that off and pull the third brake light right out. Alright guys, so we're going to move on to the front bumper. It should be fairly quick. So to start off, we're going to remove this little trim right here. You're just going to pull up. Comes right up like that. Yep, and it pops off just like that. I'm going to remove this trim. Next up is a bunch of clips that sit up front. This car's already missing some, but they're going to look like that. The Phillips head, same style as the rear end. You're going to twist it off and yank it out.
Nice kicks, bro. Look at it. All right, Anthony. Thank you so much for taking this thing apart. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really want to start showing you guys the process all the way through, and that includes disassembly. A lot of you guys asked, how'd you do this? How'd you do that? So this vlog, I hope, answered some of those questions. Obviously, we can't go in full depth of exactly how we're taking this thing apart, just because that would take forever and would slow down the process 110%. But Anthony,
I gotta get out of here.
Killed it. Later, bro. Yeah, so Anthony killed it. He's gonna definitely start doing a lot more dismantling with Anthony. If you want to see that happen, let me know. Comment below. The Supra is gonna be one of those projects that you're gonna see everything through and through. I hope you guys are excited about it, and we'll see you guys in the next vlog.